Hello, everyone. My name is Savon Gibson Sr., the People's Planner with Gibson Financial Planning. Today, we're going to talk about compound interest and how to build generational wealth through investing. A lot of people always ask me, how does compound interest work? How do you invest? I already posted a video of how to set up investment accounts and what does that look like over the long term. So today, we're going to talk specifically about compound interest. So compound interest is the interest gained on your initial investment, and the consistent investing you do monthly is the interest gained on that annually. So what I have up here is 10% is about the average return on investing accounts if done correctly, right? So check your investment accounts to see if you're getting at least a 10% return. Retirement accounts, 401ks, 403bs, whatever your investment vehicle, make sure you're getting at least 10% return. And if you haven't set up an investment vehicle, make sure you reach out to me so we can get you together, right? So 10% return, what this is showing is the average return over the last century is at least 10% in the stock market. I'm going to also show you Aerial Investments, right? The largest African-American asset under management firm in the United States. One of their mutual funds, the Aerial Fund, since inception, since 1986, has returned 11.33%, while the stock market, the S&P 500, Standard & Poor's 500, the top 500 companies in the United States, has returned 11.6. So once again, the 10% is an average, at least returning 10%, right? So once again, we stick in the compound interest. I'm going to show you specifically, my goal is to keep it under 5 minutes, what your investment looks like over a period of time with compound interest. So let's get started. Generally, what I ask people is, what can you initially put down to start investing, right? With tax return coming, we're just going to base this off of tax return because we're in March of 2022, right? So let's just say we took a portion of our tax return, $1,000, right? A lot of people could come up with $1,000. If I told you, hey, in the next 6 months, can you save up to get $1,000 as your initial investment, right? And every month, how much could you commit to investing per month? Something I want you guys to think about. How much do we spend a month on entertainment? Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, HBO Max. Do we need all of those streaming channels? What is your cell phone bill a month? How much do we actually spend a month on entertainment? Going out to eat, partying, hanging out with our friends, going to the theaters opening back up. How much could we commit monthly to building generational wealth? Let's just say we're going to take $100, right? We're going to put in here $100. And over the length of time, we'll say 30 years. If you're 20, 30 years, you'll be 50. If you're 30, in 30 years, you'll be 60. You guys know the math. You know, that's not something hard to figure out. 30-year period, right? You can pull your investments out with no penalty, 59 and a half. So we'll just say from 30 to 60, right? 30 years. We're going to invest. We're going to put $1,000 as our initial investment. To open our investment account, we're going to put $1,000 down. And then every month for 30 years, we're going to put $100 in there. And then we're going to do the same 10% interest rate, right? 10%. And what we're going to do here is we're going to do a 2% variance. What that means is it's going to show us what our investment looks like at 8% annual interest rate and at 12% annual interest rate. Well, Savon, why do you do that? Because we said 12%, 2%. This is 11.3 at aerialinvestment.com. 11.3 And we're just doing 10%, right? Because that's the average. So I'm also going to show you the low number at 8%, right? So what this is showing, compound interest calculator, $1,000 a month, our initial investment, $100 every month consistently for 30 years at a 10% interest rate, right? Let's calculate that and see what we come away with. $214,000, $842,000, right? Over 30 years. So let's just say we're 60 years old with $214,000. That's pretty good, right? I don't know where you're from, but 214,000 is pretty good. Now let's check the variance, right? So at 8%, we're going to bring in 146,000. At 12%, we're almost up an additional 100,000 at 319,000. So that just goes to show what that 2% looks like at over 30-year period. This is compound interest and how it works. We've been paying cable bills for 30 years. We've been paying cell phone bills for 30 years. We've been paying, we've been entertaining ourselves every month for 30 years. We go hang out with buddies. We grab pizza. We go out to eat. We've been doing all of these things that don't build generational wealth for 30 years or longer or less. But what I'm trying to show you is how compound interest works. When we become financially disciplined and we put our money to use to build generational wealth, this is what it looks like. I'm the People's Planner, and this is $1 a day. Thank you.